Hey everybody, it's Darren Cheek from Ozark Mountain Lures. So it's December the 2nd, I believe. I'm out setting traps today. It's a gloomy day. We've had a little bit of weather come in, not much. Just a heavy overcast. I'm on a creek just outside of town. You can see I'm always pretty much road trapping. I'm not very far from the road. I came into this location yesterday and set some otter traps up the creek, down the creek. And when I was here, I was looking, searching around the banks here, and I found this location. As you can see, I want to kind of explain why I'm setting this, what stuck out to me here. So all the way up this creek, on this side, all the way down, there's a road that runs through here that the farmer uses, but you got these big rocks, these big boulders setting in here, and there's a lot of holes and crevices up through here. And to me, we don't have many mink here in Missouri, or at least the part of Missouri I'm at. I think we have more than a person thinks, but we haven't been conditioned like the guys here in Southwest Missouri ain't been conditioned like the guys in Minnesota, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Iowa, Dakotas, Carolinas, maybe trapping mink, catching them by numbers. It's just not an animal that most people around here target, but I love to catch them. So when I find the opportunity to set for one, I set it. So if you look around here, you got these rocks, and I've already got my my trap wired in, and I'm going to try to show my best I can me setting this trap. But like I said, I don't have my tripod with me. I just got the tripod. But just places like this, hell, I would put a 1.5 in the very back of there and maybe throw a dead muskrat in there. But my problem is it'd probably catch raccoons here, and I honestly don't want to catch many raccoons with the prices. And honestly, mink aren't worth trapping really, but I love to catch them, and I'll trap them as long as I can. Even if I just do what I've been doing, is tanning them and putting them on a hook and keeping them to remember all the mink I've caught. But if there's anywhere I could catch a mink or target a mink, this would be it. And you've got a lot of places that you could set for mink in here. You've got these. Mink run up and down these logs like this, crossing the river. Hell, that's a mink location if I ever seen one. Obviously, you can see there's another prime example of why I'm not setting the muskrat 1.5, because I can't drown it. And look at the coon turds up there. Don't see any mink turds, which surprisingly enough. Anyways, I can tell you right now, if this location is out of the water come cat season, I'll maybe throw a cat cable restraint up there. But I did find a location that I am pretty sure time will tell is a mink hotspot. Like I said, I've already wired the trap off because I don't got my tripod. But if you'll look right here, there's tracks. I've seen a couple mink tracks in it. Some, I'm really having trouble telling for squirrel tracks or mink tracks, but you've got a perfect little area right there to lay your number 110, a 150, 155, 120 in between those two rocks, and make a blind conibear set with a mink for a mink. It's not a sure thing, but it's about as close as I can get around here for a sure thing to target mink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, like I said, I don't got my tripod, so I can't show the set being made. So what I'm going to do is pause the camera, get the trap set, and come back and show you the end results. All right, that set took me about, after I got my chain tied down with a piece of heavy wire, It took me about 2 minutes to make. And all I done was I took a Bridger 155, put it right between the tree and those two rocks, right along where a mink would be coming through there. And I want to show you this real quick. I just added these sticks kind of, they're not really what's keeping the trap stable. It's that piece of green right there that's keeping it stable, but the sticks kind of blended in and kind of show him where to go. Just more for my my benefit. But that green stake is about a 24-inch piece of stake. It's plastic. I bought it at a farm auction. I bought a whole big lot of them, like probably well over 100 of them. They're tomato stakes, brand new. There's some that's really long and there's some that ain't so long, but I bought them and I'm using them for my 110 stabilizers for sets like for muskrat, mink. I'm also using them on dry ground for my 155 conibears, and I'm experimenting with otter. But I just used one of those and stuck it in. So the hope here, I know my camera working ain't greatest, but here's the view that the mink's gonna see. And hopefully what'll happen is he'll come either from that direction. You can almost see a trail right along there where it comes right up through here, goes through, or he's coming from the other direction, coming through here, and then bam, we've got him. So that's the set. We'll see how it turns out. Thanks for watching. Hey everybody, we're checking traps today. Actually, we're pulling this line up today. And about a week ago, I showed this location I set. If you remember right, you got the rocks going along the side of the creek. You got holes in and out of these rocks. Perfect hunting conditions for a mink. Really anything, coon. But mink, this is the location you'd find mink at, so I set it. If you remember, I set the trail running up, and we've had a little bit of rain, so we got a little bit of water, but today was the last day, and I was planning on pulling this set, and today I come along, and bingo, got one. Which, every time, I love it. One of my favorite animals to catch. I don't get to catch a lot of them because we just don't have a lot of them. But from the way you can see her track. So she probably was coming from this direction here, following along, kind of probably went around that, swam around that rock, come up here, followed it in, and boom, got her. Looked like she was coming from this direction. She got some belly marks on the dirt here, but sorry, I don't got my tripod with me. Can't ask for a better catch than that. Hit her with a 155 Bridger right around the front shoulders. I'd say she was dead before she even knew what hit her, but see, over the weekend, Saturday was the last time I checked these. December the 10th. That was a big day. I checked these. Didn't have anything. It was my birthday. Went home, proposed to my girlfriend. Went to a Christmas dinner. Today's Monday. But the day I checked these last, it was a heavy mist. And it had been misting all night. And then the temperature really dropped about 2 o'clock that afternoon, and we got a pretty good amount of rain. The wind blew. It was cold. It was nasty. It was miserable. And that is when the mink like to move around here for some reason. I'm telling you, the wind was blowing sideways that night. And that night I thought, when the wind blows sideways, I always think, oh, I'm going to catch a mink. And sure enough, it probably happened that night. But got her. I'm happy about that. I'm going to pull her out of the trap and actually pull the whole location and move on. So anyways, thanks for watching.